I know Cision's kind of the 800-pound gorilla of media platforms in the PR industry, but we found that for our purposes and for the way that we like to pitch and the way that we approach media relations, that Muck Rack made a lot more sense. My name is Matt Conroy. I'm Vice President of Media Strategy at Peppercomm. We're an integrated communications agency founded about 25 years ago. We're celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. I work with mostly our financial services clients on helping them strategize and execute media relations programs. I think that it's difficult getting media to focus on, what you want them to focus on. I love doing media relations. I love talking with reporters, but I think when you have a big story to pitch, I think sometimes the most difficult thing is kind of framing it up in the proper way. There's a lot of legwork you need to do to find the right reporter or the right set of reporters to pitch it to. We were formerly using Gorkana, and I think we knew they'd been bought by Cision. We were finding that we were having issues with their database, bad information, things were missing, reporters would be gone or dead for a month or more and the information would still be in there. There were publications that were not being updated. So we wanted a platform that had the ability for us to see both what they're writing about and what they're tweeting about and what they're doing on their social platforms. And we felt that Muck Rack was really the best option for us. Obviously Muck Rack I use every day, whether it's researching reporters that we want to reach out to, figuring out what they're writing about, using it for new business proposals. I find it to be a really useful tool to kind of figure out where we want to take a particular story. The ability to pitch directly from the platform is really nice as well. I find that usually when I'm trying to pitch a story, I'm targeting it to a small group of reporters, so I'll go and customize the pitch for each of the reporters. But the ability to go into the Muck Rack platform and see what it is that they've been tweeting about for the past couple hours or couple days, what they've been writing about recently, you can get all of that information directly from the platform and include that in your pitch. So I find it makes our pitches a lot smarter, a lot more targeted, and they are resonating better with media. We've had a quarterly check-ins ever since we started. Getting people up and trained on the platform was really easy. And when we brought new employees on, it's been really easy to get them trained either kind of one-on-one or in groups. We work with interns here as well. So usually when we have a new class of interns, we'll try to get them all trained at once and get them onto the platform so they can help us as well. Everybody at Muck Rack's been really great about, answering questions. The other nice feature is, a number of times I've had direct feedback about, particular reporters, or I hear about somebody leaving and going to a different publication. I feel like, there's somebody on the other end of the line listening. I think when we were using Gorkana, it was kind of this black hole. We weren't communicating with anybody there. They weren't checking in with us regularly. It was just like, here's our platform and maybe we'll talk to you again when the contract's up. When I first started working in PR, we used these giant kind of bound books called Bacon's books. This is the mid-90s. And they would just sit on the bookshelf and you'd take them down and they'd have lists of all of the people who were working at a particular publication. And of course, by the time you got them, they were already obsolete. So you'd have to do a lot of legwork after you took all the information from Bacon's books, put them into an Excel document or some other kind of Word document and created a media list. So moving to Gorkana from that was a big leap forward just in terms of being able to do everything, create media lists within a database online and not have to create, individual documents with media lists. But I felt like after a time, obviously that was limiting as well. Reporters started to be a lot more active on social platforms. It was important to see what they were writing about so your pitches could be more targeted and smarter. So I think that the next evolution of beyond just having all of that information online was, being able to, see in real time what reporters are writing about, what they're talking about, what they're tweeting about, and being able to incorporate that into your pitching. So that's what we feel like we're getting with Muck Rack.